Alright everybody, welcome to the draft analysis of the off-season Carolina Curibos. So this is an UBERS league, it's not a normal NatDex or Gen 9 league, so I decided to make my logo a little bit more of a vacation type because it's kind of the off-season. Our first pick here was Basculegion Male, Ghost Water Pokemon. I got sniped a lot this draft. So I kind of started out wanting to make an aquarium type team, you know, a lot of fish, a lot of weird boat type stuff. So I started off with Basculegion because he gets Last Respects, which is legal now. Priority Aqua Jet, Psychic Fangs, Head Smash, a lot of cool coverage moves. Very high HP, very high attack. And adaptability is giving him a little bit extra stab, you know. He's a pretty good Pokemon overall. I don't regret taking him first overall, but just know that I was trying to go for an aquarium type team. He's going to be fun, you know, for those fighting type. I have a lot of fighting weaknesses, deal with the normal types as well, and water is just a great type to have, so. Second is Lugia. You can tell it's UBERS now, not after the first pick, but the second one, you know. He's got multi-scale. I've never used a Pokemon with multi-scale, so it's going to be fun. Flying Psychic. He is super tanky. Special defense off the chart almost. Defense as well. Super tanky, you know. He hits decently hard with 90s and attack and special attack. He can kind of go either way. He has Recover. Aeroblast is a cool move I've never seen. It's a flying move, does a ton of damage. He gets Calm Mind, he gets Facade, he gets Earthquake, he gets Defog. Yeah, you can do a setup type of set with him. You can do some weird Facade shenanigans. He just gets Earthquake, which is always a good move. Defog. Yeah, he's very he'll be utilized, especially for his defensive prowess. He's a nice kind of tanky mon here. Our third pick, I had to go for the natural attacker here in Chien-Pao. His ability literally lowers the defense of the opposing Pokemon on entrance. He's very good. He has Prio, Ice Shard, he has Swords Dance for setup, Sucker Punch, also technically Prio. He also gets Recover, which I didn't know. I didn't know Chien-Pao got Recover. Cut half health with Ruination, Psychic Fangs again for fighting types coming in on him. Ice Spinner for any of those weird Tapu guys, making some Psychic or Fairy type. The one thing I didn't know is that the Fairy type terrain actually stops priority, which I had no idea until I faced it with that Persian last season. Very interesting. I didn't realize there was like extra effects to terrain. It also gets Facade for some reason. Super fast, hits super hard, Ice Dark. I mean, super, just a great offensive Pokemon. I've never gotten to use it, and I'm excited. And for the fourth pick, we've got Mega Diancie. So, this is my one Mega Pokemon. It gets Magic Bounce, very cool ability. It's Rock Fairy. Its attack and special attack are, again, for the rest of my mons, it's literally off the charts. Very low HP, but, I mean, special defense is pretty high as well, and speed is very good. Diamond Storm, I didn't know that move existed. It can possibly put your defense up by 2 times. Rock Polish for speed, Stealth Rock, Stored Power, Body Press with that Diamond Storm. Stored Power as well is pretty good with that. Substitute and Calm Mind type of setup, Baton Pass and Trick Room. I mean, all around it, it hits hard. It's got a lot of moves that up its abilities. And then it's got things like Trick Room and Baton Pass that can kind of make it even more of a utilized Pokemon in the Mega form. So it's interesting. It's definitely got a lot of tech that I'm going to need to learn because I haven't used a lot of this tech type stuff. Total base stats are at 700 though. That's insane. Yeah, Mega Diancie will be fun. I've never used a Mega Pokemon either. Our fifth pick was Dialga Origin Form. So it's a Steel Dragon. It's an awesome type. It gets a couple of sick moves with Steel Beam and Roar of Time, two like crazy hard-hitting special attacking moves, but you don't see a lot of special attacking steel moves that hit that hard. The special attack is at 150. Super tanky, 100, 120, 120. And it gets a decent amount of moves too. Earth Power, Power Gem, Flamethrower, Ice Beam. It covers. It covers pretty well. And for some reason it gets Bulk Up too. You can do something weird with that. I mean, its attack isn't bad either at 100. Pressure as the ability, that's really useful. But this is gonna be fun. Like Steel Dragon type, be able to do a lot of work with this type of Pokemon. Our 6th pick was Volcarona. This is, we start getting into the crazy type of stuff that we were looking for. So Volcarona was at a super value. It was like 15 points, I think, out of 30. Like the max is 30, so it's like exactly down the middle. So it's a Firebug type. I picked it as a Terra Captain, and I got to pick one of its regular stab types, and then one separate type. I chose Water because it's just a really good defensive type, and everything that wants to hit Volcarona is probably going to be weak to water. It gets Flame, Body, and Swarm, 2 pretty good abilities. Quiver Dance, obviously, super notable move. Morning Sun, I didn't realize it got Calm Mind and U-Turn. I mean, I don't know how much Calm Mind's actually going to matter when you get to Quiver Dance, but I didn't know it got Morning Sun. I just learned about Morning Sun existing in the Nuzlocke. So, special attack super high at 135. It's pretty fast, too, at 100 speed. Special defense, 105 as well. Defense and HP is where you're probably going to end up getting screwed, but that's what we have everyone else for. So, our other Terra Captain, and our 7th pick of the draft, is Tapu Bulu. He is a Fairy Grass type. I've never used any of these Tapus. I've never really gone crazy into terrain. I almost brought a Wheezing Misty Explosion set with Mew last season, but it never came to fruition. So it gets Grassy Surge. It puts up grassy terrain. It is my Terra Captain with Terra Grass and Terra Rock. Terra Grass, it has a lot of good grass moves that just will hit hard if it's a Terra Grass. And again, the same reason that I kind of did the Volcarona is that the Terra Rock defends it against like the flying types and the fire types that are going to come in on it. So, Woodhammer, Horn Leech, 2 really good grass moves to pair with the Terra Grass. It also gets screens, Swords Dance, Bulk Up, Calm Mind, and then also Stored Power for all that type of stuff. And then Close Combat as well, which I didn't expect. Super high attack stat, so we'll be smashing things up with that. Its speed isn't bad either at 75, but yeah, we'll see the very just versatile type of Pokemon that we'll see how we end up using it. Sneasler, also at a pretty decent discount compared to most other drafts that I've done. This was like a 16 pointer, so that's again just like middle of the road. I saw a lot, like people were helping with the draft, obviously saw it more than I did, but tell me all these oh, this points, I mean, you gotta get this, right? And you'll have more points for the other Pokemon. Poison Fighting, great typing. Attack speed is in the green, 130, 120. It's got some good abilities here. Poison Touch and Unburden. I mean, it also gets Acrobatics, I believe. Did I write that? I did. So you can do some weird stuff with the Unburden, Acrobatics, or you can even fake that and do Poison Touch. Gets Dire Claw. Everyone knows about Dire Claw. Close Combat, Trailblaze, Acrobatics, U-Turn. Really good moves. Bulk Up, Swords Dance, Calm Mind. Also gets Toxic Spikes and Nasty Plot. So it's a lot of power-up type moves. And special attack is awful, which is interesting. Why it has Calm Mind and stuff like that, but maybe it comes into play. Maybe you don't expect the special attack Sneasler. You never know. Pick 9. So this is again snipe after snipe after snipe, but I'm running with it. I'm not that upset with Torkoal. I wanted to get Fortress. They were this. I think Fortress was maybe 1 point less. Like they were right next to each other. I wanted Fortress as a rapid spinner. But Torkoal, man, like, it's got some crazy moves on it. It's got Stealth Rocks, Body Press, Earthquake, Sludge Bomb for the fairy types that, you know, I might end up dealing with. Solar Beam. And its ability, Drought, comes in and puts out Sun. I mean, there's some crazy tech that you can get going with Torkoal here. I mean, everyone loves Torkoal to set up the Sun, right? and he was still there. He's a rapid spinner. Like, I needed one. His defense is crazy. That's why, you know, body press, Torkoal is good, and I need to get rid of those normal types so I can hit with the Vascular Legion Ghost moves. So it fit pretty well. It fit pretty well on the team overall. And Mudsdale. This is a Pokemon that I am personally excited to use. I've used it in mocks a couple of times against my buddies, and I love this Pokemon. Own tempo and stamina as abilities obviously are amazing. Earthquake, Close Combat, Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock is just an added bonus. I didn't even know it had Stealth Rock. I wanted it mostly for the body press and the rest sleep talk. Because rest sleep talk, body press with stamina, oh my, this thing is crazy. This thing is crazy. Its defense just goes insane. Grimmsnarl. So he was not our original last pick. We ended up trading, not trading, but picking up him off the waiver wire. I felt like I might need some more screens, and I was convinced otherwise. What I had before, I went way too heavy into like trying to be offensive, and then just thinking, man, when am I ever gonna bring these other offensive threats over Chien-Pao? So we're gonna give Chien-Pao some help here. Prankster, great ability for something that has screens. Essentially, Prankster screens crazy. It gets Facade. Also, Spirit Break is an interesting move that lowers special attack when you hit. Parting Shot is kind of like a U-turn type turning move. It gets Body Press, interestingly. A lot of Pokemon get Body Press, and I didn't realize that they did. Nasty Plot and Substitute as well to set up if I ever wanted to do a special attacking type of set, because 95 is still like good for special attack, but you never know. I also like Frisk. I like knowing what items are there. That's always good. So maybe bring them in, start them out, see how it goes. But yeah, that's what you guys can expect this season for UBERS. I think that my team is pretty good. It's just going to come down to, can I quickly figure out how to gel these guys together and actually use them? And that's always the problem. It's a good team, but my skills need to pay the bills this season. It takes me about halfway through the season to really get into the nitty gritty and figure out what my team is and how to use it. So hopefully we see that this season. And thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Hope you guys are as excited as I am for this, because I love the idea of UBERS. I think it is awesome. Just legendaries everywhere, just max power. It's just great. See you guys later.